evening, aside from our regular performers, Harvey Korman and Lyle Waggoner and Vicki Lawrence, our special guest... Oh, go ahead. You can apply that. Our special guests this evening are Mr. Paul Sand and Miss Eydie Gorme. Let's turn up the lights and see if y'all have anything to say before we get started. Yes.
Is it possible to have the music director introduce us?
Oh, that's very nice of you, Pete. Did you hear that? This lovely young girl here wants to meet you. She thinks the music on our show is fantastic, and one of the gentlemen responsible is our conductor, Peter Mack.
With Gorme, Vicki Lawrence and Lyle Waggoner.
Gee whiz, Harry, would you look at this dump? Even the bar is greasy. Some swell place you take me, considering you ain't taken me out to dinner for 10 whole years.
Of course I haven't taken you out for dinner in 10 years. I've been in prison all that time. Tonight I want to take my wife out to celebrate. I'm a free man. You let me enjoy it?
Yeah, well, how you gonna enjoy anything here? Even the food is terrible.
How do you know that?
Well, look! The flies is buzzing around the bromo dispenser.
You don't know what a thrill it is for me to have a drink that doesn't come with a handle on it.
Well, I would certainly register a complaint about the drinks around here if I was you.
Shh, I'm not going to register any complaint. Don't you remember, I'm on parole. If I get into any kind of trouble, they'll put me away for the next 20 years.
How can a person get in trouble just by telling the bartender that his martinis taste like Gatorade?
That's exactly the way it starts. First, I start arguing and fighting about martinis, and the cops come. Next thing I know, I'm fighting over who gets the lower bunk.
All right, then. If you're so mealy-mouthed, I'll tell him what I think. Hey, Shrimp, your drink stinks.
It's okay, it's okay.
Good night, Bill. Good night, Flossie.
Good night, Sarge.
Good night, Flatfoot. What's the matter with you? What are you doing?
Somebody here say something?
Huh? Here? No, nobody said anything here. No, we were kissing all this time, officer. Besides, whatever she said couldn't be held against me because, I was holding her against me, so she couldn't talk. Top of the morning.
What's the matter with you anyway?
Your table is ready, right over here.
Okay. Look, cool it, will you, sweetheart? Just take it easy. Please don't do anything that's going to get me into any trouble.
All right.
You look beautiful tonight. Why don't you just relax?
I know.
Would you care to order?
Yeah?
Sure thing, Floozy.
Well, I think you got it wrong, dear. Her name is Flossie. See, the name tag says Flossie.
I was not, for your information, looking at her name tag. I was looking at her hairdo.
Linda, please.
Leave her alone, Mac. If I had a build like that, I'd be a little short-tempered myself.
Look who's talking, the Goodyear blimp and wedgies.
I'll have you know I've served lobster tails that look better than you. Hey, you...
Just a minute, hold on, now, hold on. Knock it off.
Stop the motor, will you? Now, sit down. Everything's going to be all right. There's not going to be any trouble, believe me. Okay? Why don't you just bring us a couple of rare steaks, huh?
Yeah, I'll put hers in a doggy bag.
It's a meat. It's as bad as a Safus around here. It can walk out by itself.
Linda, will you please stop it?
All right. I just find it hard to put up with that big old flat-foot and that big-mouth waitress.
Try to control yourself, please, will you?
You're so
For my sake.
Charlie Brown. You're wishy-washy.
Hey, nice salad.
I'm gonna let you.
It's okay. Just a little bit of salad, Phil. Let's get
bit of
tomato back in there. Okay.
All right, it's your big night.
All right. We'll just relax. Nice salad. We should brought some dressing. Linda, just keep your eyes glued on me, okay? Okay? Just pretend we're all alone. Just you and me, okay? Nothing. Just... Linda, don't do it.
I was only
married.
I'm gonna just look directly into my eyes, all right, sweetheart?
Come on.
Directly at me.
You got it.
Thank you, baby.
Say, Harry,
Yeah?
you remember our neighbor Charlie from down the street?
Oh, yeah.
Know what he did?
Hmm.
He bought a motorcycle.
Don't do it, Glenda.
Ain't he a moron?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Boy, I think he is.
No,
but
no.
then, of course, the two go together, you know what I mean? Morons and motorcycles, motorcycles and morons.
Well, I don't know about that, Glenda. Some of my best friends ride motorcycles.
Yeah, well, you know how it is. First, they buy themselves a motorcycle. The next thing you know, they're attacking women in the park, and then they're beating them up with the chains, you know?
Please. Oh, good afternoon, sir. Nice threads.
Good afternoon. I heard you talking about people who ride bikes, and I didn't like it.
Yeah?
If I don't hear an apology, I'm going to teach you both how to swallow a muffler.
Oh, yeah? Well, my husband can wipe up this joint.
No, sir. No. Just apologize to the nice gentleman there. Apologize. I said.
All right. I am very sorry about what I said about motorcycles and morons.
Yeah, that's better. Okay.
I just didn't realize there was a moron in the room.
I can see your tongue from the other side of the restaurant.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. I think I can settle this before there's going to be any trouble. She is really very sorry for what she said.
It was an accident. He was holding the knife, and that moron just walked into it. That's what happened.
Hey, this man's been stabbed. Who did it? Okay, lady. Come on, lady. Hey, Flossie, get me another knife and bring on that steak.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite singers and one of my favorite ladies, Miss Eydie Gorme.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. As we make our way through life, we learn it's true. Though we drifted far apart, you are still within my heart. So, my darling, all I ask is this of you. Take one step in my direction, and I'll take two in yours. I still love you, darling, can't you see? As a sign of your affection, take one step in my direction, and I'll take two to bring you back to me. I thought we'd walk the road of love forever, side by side. Could I know that so-called friends would block the way? If you know you were deceived by their lies that you believe, we can start again to walk that road today. Take one step in my direction, and I'll take two in yours. I still love you, darling, can't you see? As a sign of your affection, take one step in my direction, and I'll take two to bring you back to me. As a sign of your affection, take one step in my direction, and I'll take two to bring you back to me. As a sign of your affection, take one step in my direction, and I'll take two to bring you back to me.
Matthew?
Yes, Jessica?
stop for the night?
Well, soon. Soon, pretty soon.
That's what you said way back near Pawcatuck.
Pawcatuck, is that where you want us to spend our honeymoon, sweetheart, in Pawcatuck? I mean, don't you want something better to remember than Pawcatuck?
Matthew, I don't care if we stop in Woonsocket. It's just that we've been driving for hours now, and we've passed dozens and dozens of motels, and, well, they all seem fine to me.
Fine. You called the Attleboro Rest Stop fine, or the Hope Valley Motel fine? Yeah, they were real palaces, weren't they?
Well, Matthew, anytime I can be alone with you would be a palace. I mean, we would make it our palace, Matthew. Don't you understand? I want you. I'm sorry. Just that I felt I had to tell you, that's all.
I understand all that, Jessica, but if you think that I'm willing to spend our very first night together as a married couple in some run-down dump in some ditch, then you're crazy.
Well, you don't have to yell.
I'm sorry.
Matthew.
What?
Matthew.
What do you want, Jessica? Come on, you tell me what it is you want.
Matthew.
No, sweet, no, come on, no, okay?
Oh, what's the matter, Matthew? Doesn't great big old Matthew want to give his itty-bitty Jessica a great big old wet, sloppy kiss, doesn't he?
Just not when I'm driving, all right? Just please, just not when I'm driving.
Okay. Oh, Matthew, look! Look up ahead, the honeymoon chateau! Oh, Matthew, that's it. That's the one we've been waiting for, the one we can tell our children about. Why are you passing it?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? What do you mean you don't like it? It was perfect. Matthew! Matthew, I'm speaking to you. Look at me.
Honey, I cannot look at you and drive at the same time, all right?
Well, then stop the car.
All right, I will. Now, what?
What's wrong?
Nothing is wrong.
Something is wrong.
Nothing is wrong.
Matthew,
What?
look at me. You're scared.
Jessica, come.
What it is? You're scared.
Oh, stop it. I'm not either scared.
My great, big, beautiful new husband is scared.
I'm not scared, Jessica.
Matthew, you're so cute.
Oh, stop it. I'm not cute and I'm not scared.
Matthew, you can tell me.
There is nothing to tell.
Matthew, we can discuss these things. Now, I'm your wife.
There is nothing to discuss, you understand? There is nothing. Oh, damn it! Yes, this is ridiculous. I don't, sweetheart. I am scared.
Don't be. You mustn't be scared. That's what I'm here for. Always to help you. I'll help you, Matthew.
Will you?
Oh, yes. I love you.
Oh, Jessica, I love you so much.
I love you.
You look so pretty when you cry.
You did.
I know. Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad we got all that out into the open. I feel so much closer to you now.
Oh, me too.
You feel closer to me?
Yeah, I guess so.
What do you mean you guess so? Don't you know so?
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding. Yes, I do.
You know, now that that's out of the way, you know what I think we should do?
What?
I think we should stop at the very next motel we come to. Look, Matthew, the Cohasset Celestial Hideaway. Oh, it's adorable. It's just perfect for us. It's so small and intimate. Matthew, why are you passing it? What?
Brockton! I had this feeling about Brockton.
Brockton? Why Brockton?
Because that's what I know is going to happen is in Brockton, honey.
Brockton?
Yeah, it's Brockton.
Brockton. Brockton. Matthew, did you just see that sign we passed? We're in Brockton.
No.
Well, where are we going to stop?
We're going to stop up there at the Brockton Sunset Inn.
The Brockton Sunset Inn.
All right.
Matthew, you were right. Oh, it was worth waiting for. It was Matthew waiting
deserve that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jessica. So I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I just can't understand why all of a sudden now you got this great big problem. I mean, you've been trying to get me to a motel for 4 years.
All right.
Not so loud. Who do you think's going to hear us in some godforsaken Brockton ditch? Besides, what difference does it make? You never got me to go with you until now. I just don't understand.
You know, honey, I think that's it. I think if we went to a motel before we were married, it would have been so much more exciting. You know, so wrong and dangerous and sort of secretive. And I don't know. And now I feel like it's just this one big responsibility.
It's all my fault.
No, it's not your fault. I don't know. I just don't know.
Matthew,
What?
why don't you go in and register for a single room alone?
What?
And then you can use a phony name. You know, sign in with a phony name. Use John Smith. I've always dreamed of you using John Smith.
Oh, you are so bad.
And I'll slump down in the front seat of the car so the manager won't see us, you know? And then I'll sneak in the back way so nobody will notice me. And then we can only use one towel. Oh, Matthew, it'll be so dangerous.
Oh, Jessica!
Oh, Matthew, I love you.
I love you. I think we better hurry up, though, all right?
Why?
I told Mom I'd be home at 11.
There's a new musical picture coming out soon called Huckleberry Finn. It's for the whole family, and here to do a number from that picture is one of the stars of that picture, our very own Harvey Korman.
Unpack the luggage, la la la. Pack up the luggage, la la la. Unpack the luggage, la la la. Hi-ho, the glamorous life. Ice in that basin, la la la. Cracks in the plaster, la la la. Mice in the hallway, la la la. Hi-ho, the glamorous life. Kids with speeches, la la la. Children with posies, la la la. Half-empty houses, la la la. Hi-ho, the glamorous life. Bring up the curtain, la la la. Bring down the curtain, la la la. Bring up the curtain, la la la. Hi-ho, the glamorous life. On stage, everybody, on stage.
Scribe, take this down and don't miss a word. My great-grandmater, on my pater side, became a baroness. Then great-grandpater died. When later great-grandmater again became a bride, she wedded dukes. The royal strain was doubled when she wed again their son. My grandpère became the rightful heir, but lost his lofty title in a dubious game of chemin de fer. What a sad demise for the true Dauphine. My daddy was Louis the 17, the Tsar, but for a tragic happenstance. And His Majesty, the King of France. You're looking at royalty. Royalty. Found and foiled, slightly soiled, but royalty. All in vain. Fate was cruel, we should be ruling. Royalty. About yourself, beauty. Never mind. The Duke of Bilgewater, 100 years for life. Brave the broad Atlantic to give the colonies a try. His grandfather's life was hard and brief. His mother sold matches and died of grief. Thus here, but for a cruel historic fluke, is Lord Bilgewater a full-fledged duke. looking at royalty. Royalty. Found and foiled, slightly soiled, but royalty. Born to reign, all in vain. People's who we should be ruling. Royalty. Should be ruling. Lower your eyes and bend your knees. You jackanapes escaping at royalty.
One of the most popular forms of movie entertainment was the series film, and tonight we'd like to salute some of our favorites, starting with young Dr. Kildare, who was always second-guessed by Dr. Gillespie in 16 films.
Hey, you punk! I personally promised to put you in prison! Oh, Dear kindly Sergeant Cookie, you gotta understand, just her being an ucky that gets us out of hand. Our mothers all are junkies, our fathers all are drunks. Golly Moses, naturally we're punks.
Tea over the crusty, we're very upset. We never had a love that every child would admit. We ain't no delinquents, we're misunderstood. Deep down inside us there is good, there is good. There is good, there is good, there is untapped good. Like inside a person who is good.
Hey, that's a touching good story. Yeah? Well, let me tell it to the world. Just tell it to the judge. Dear kindly judge, your honor, my parents treat me rough with all their marijuana. They won't give me a puff. They didn't want to have me, but somehow I was had. Goodness gracious, that's why I'm so bad.
Officer Krusty, you're really a square. This boy don't need a judge, he needs an analyst care. It's just his neuroses that ought to be coined. He's psychologically destroyed.
I'm destroyed. We're destroyed. We're the most destroyed. Like we're psychologically destroyed.
Hear ye, it is the opinion of this court that this child is depraved on account of he ain't had a normal home.
Hey, I am depraved on account of I am deprived. Hey, congratulations. I did.
No, I order you to take him to a head shrinker. You!
My daddy beats my mommy. My mommy clobbers me. My grandpa is a commie. My grandma pushes tea. My sister wears a mustache. My brother wears a dress. Goodness gracious, that's why I'm a mess.
Yes, Officer Krusty, he shouldn't be here. This boy don't need a couch, he needs a used look of hair. Society's played him a terrible trick. And sociologically sick.
I am sick.
We're sick, we're sick, we're sick, sick, sick. Like we're sociologically sick. In my opinion, this child don't need to have his head shrunk at all.
No.
Juvenile delinquency is purely a social disease.
Hey, I got a social disease.
So, take him to a social worker.
Dear kindly social worker, they tell me get a job. Like be a soda jerker, which means like be a slob. It ain't I'm antisocial, I'm only anti-work. Glory Oski, that's why I'm a jerk.
Officer Krusty, you got it again. This boy don't need a job, he needs a year in the pen. It ain't just a question, not misunderstood. Deep down inside of he's no good.
I'm no good.
You're no good. You're no good. You're no worthy good. And the best of us is no good. The trouble is he's lazy. The trouble is he drinks.
away with a deadly foe, pollution, and let's do it today.
I'm so glad we had this time to get out, just to have a laugh, or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, yes, know it, I should have said, comes the time we have to say so long.
The two-season program was recorded before a live audience.